Okay, is that fine for everybody? Let me double check it here. That all good? So, Remastered locks me out whenever I try setting this up on OBS. Just point that out. Alright? I'm gonna forever say that I'm not on Windows. So, I want to make sure it looks right for everybody. Holy shit, that was AIDS to fix. Let me bump it down a bit. Do I need to remake do it on OBS? Hold on. Okay. Does it look fine? Give me like some sort of indication because I have to look at it myself. Sorry. So what it did was it blasted the resolution to that of the TV just about because my TV is the monitor right now. And then all of a sudden part of the window at the same time when it booted up, not only like I could barely see my wallpaper, right? But it had it at the very bottom that I needed to readjust so that way it could fit everything so I can see the settings. Alright, we'll do a new game. The question really is, do we want easy mode enabled? You're wondering what easy mode enable is, right? Easy mode enable is Pyromancer. Don't believe me? Go boot up any Dark Souls 1 or 3, okay? Because I know you can't start as a Pyromancer in 2. When you boot up Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3 and you make a new file, start a Pyromancer and you'll see what the hell I'm talking about because Pyromancer is too stupidly broken. I wouldn't say stupidly broken, it's kind of stupidly OP for starting. Especially in 3, I forgot what was the best starter though for this one. Give me a moment. I'm also debating on what class I want. I usually play the best starters for any of the souls, but usually I just also play off what my breather is. Let me do something real quick on my other games. So while we're doing that, let's type in the name. I forget PC is a little bit different for console. Also, for those who only played this on console, just an FYI, you guys had it easier. I'm only pointing that out. And when I get the, what do you mean it's easier on console? You guys don't have groundbreaking bugs up the wazoo for PC. So fun fact, this was never fully optimized for PC. Keep that up, I guess. I thought it was on 6 because I'm playing 2 different games that have like a rollover for certain shit for the new time and all that. Or certain games actually had a thing that it happens at a specific time. I'm just getting them started up right now as I think about what the class was that I needed. I mean, any class works, it's just there's one in particular that's easier than the other when it comes to navigating. Also, I'm stupid, I now remember which class it was too. Yes, I insult myself a lot, okay? I know I shouldn't be doing that, but it's... Alright, I think I understand what class I want now. Is it this one? Yes. So, you want this as your, starter? Or pick, that to be stupidly dumb. And then you have that. However, upload that. That. As for this, we'll go female. I forget how janky Dark Souls 1 Prepare to Die was. Like I said, you guys had it easier on console. This is the right ponytail. Or was there a way for white? There we go. Is it the lower? No, it is the higher it is. No, okay, I guess. Never mind. We good with this, I guess. Do average. No. Do average. Yeah, we'll do average. And then... Alright. So, Old Witch's Ring you only need if you're trying to understand Quaylag's sister. Just point that out. Yes.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragon. wind's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
So, I forgot to mention this too, by the way. We have a 50% chance. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta have this loaded because it was definitely at one point. So, yeah, that's what's it's for, right? So, what I was saying, we got a 50% chance of my PC crashing to this one specifically. If you want to know why I mean what I mean, so you can't get Prepare to Die edition anymore unless you somehow buy the Steam key, I think, from somebody. And it's usually third-party websites that sell them. Third-party websites that I think are shady as all hell. I mean, I wouldn't say they're illegal sites, because that's a bit overstepping boundaries there. No, we got the Mario bought this officially before Remastered came out. We bought this for like $2. Okay, so if you're gonna buy a Steam key off of somebody off of that's like a third-party site that you don't trust that might give you some viruses, this will cost you about $80 or something like that, depending on the Steam key, depending on the site too. So when I say that this is poorly optimized, and this is why I say you console players have it lucky. So Seath the Scaleless' fight, all of Archduke Library will crash my PC. And this is if I was still on Windows. So when I watched Eurogamer play Prepare to Die edition, their PC almost crashed because of Seath the Scaleless' fight, and Archduke actually the Archduke Library, Archduke Archives, my bad, actually almost crashed entirely their PC because of the frame rates were this bad. So, yeah, you can't get Prepare to Die edition anymore because Remastered came out. However, if you own a copy of this and not Remastered, I think you still get a discount off of it. I could be wrong. It's been a long while. But, yeah, when I get to see the scale, so I will figure out the hard way if I crash or not. So, we'll figure it out the hard way together. Also, look at that big boy. You can fight him early in, by the way, if you return here. You should know that. I'm gonna butt stab him, sir. difference, by the way, from this version to remastered. Especially when you sit at the bonfire. They redid the bonfire aesthetic. So I kind of like. I love. So I'm gonna point this out. I didn't beat the first game until I beat the third game. And my first introduction to Dark Souls was playing Prepare to Die. However, before Remastered came out, I stopped playing Dark Souls for a reason. When, I was playing this one. So I stopped playing Dark Souls at one point when I first got into it, because I was playing this one for the first time, and this was, I think, Undead Bird was the first area. It's been a while since I played the first Dark Souls. My first introduction was dealing with a hacker. Oh, you could see Biggie. You could see him up there. Series entirely because of the hacker when I first experienced it. Hacker ruined my first experience with Dark Souls, and it took me a while to want to get back into it until I watched Eurogamer play it. So it was thanks to them, like, I actually found the actual confidence to want to play. It made me feel better about myself too, because I used to be shit at the game. At the time when I first started. But yes, we got a 50% chance of my PC dying because of C. Because like I said, this game was the remastered fixed that problem. It's Prepare to Die that didn't fix that problem. So give me a moment after he's done talking.
I wish to ask something. You and I are friends. Hear me out. I have failed with my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There's an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. Thine exodus from the undead asylum. Pilgrimage to the land of ancient ruins. When thou ringest the bell of awakening.
Like I said, you can still get this, by the way,
Well, now you know.
off a third-party site if you know how to look for it.
Oh, one more thing.
Or
Here, take this.
you pirate it, but I don't recommend pirating this.
An undead favorite.
Especially if you already own,
And this.
especially if you already own Prepare to if you already own Remastered, there's no need for you to get Prepare to Die.
So go
Because I didn't realize his volume. I was just looking for the thing. That's why he's had voice all the way at 2. Out of 5.
Now I must bid farewell.
Sorry.
I would hate to harm you after death.
I want to make sure I had that readjusted to proper volume. But again, what I was trying to say is there's no need for you to get prepared to die unless you want to play all Dark Souls 1 the hard way and experience the bugs for what they were. However, yes, Remaster has an offline mode, but Remaster also has the same bugs too. So there you go, easy fix. Ow. There we go. Trying to get the cookie out. Yeah, because I can't get remastered to work. Cooperate with my OBS. Without it constantly locking me out on everything, I might as well just do, I can't go back to the spot. So I figured, you know what, let's see if this works. It works, we're good. There's literally no difference between the two unless you're looking at animations and all that. But you know what else? It's not as broken as, oh yeah, you can hear the other demon, by the way, down below. It's not as broken as playing Pyromancer, just pyromancing everything in sight. Yeah, I'll point that factoid out. Sorry, put my mouse so it's not gonna accidentally exit me out, or I shouldn't say exit, back on and do some stupid. So making sure because I want to make sure some items are actually at the fucking cliff, and I hate some random. They knew what they were doing when they put Pickle P right there too. But yeah, you can come back here later if you want to. It's just it's gonna be harder to deal with the Black Knight, the demon down there, the other enemies that are like lurking around. I think the only reason you would probably need to go back here is just if you're gonna do Painted World. Otherwise, there's really a lot of the bosses here can be skipped. which we're gonna bypass a lot of bosses. Oh, is this an easier way to just get to 50 without killing yourself? Yeah, that is. It's an easier method to get to 50 without killing yourself. You could tell to like a significant upgrade from playing remastered to this, but again, there's like no point. It just no point to buying this if you
Only
okay.
in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
So what I was saying earlier is like, if you want remastered and this, sure. But if you only want remastered, just get remastered. There's no point in buying prepared that edition. Unless you just want to see the pretty bonfire change.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
So if you get remastered, I'm gonna pity you all. Because even offline mode, you still experience the fucking bullshit that the Nito clan does. Or the Covenant. So, Nito's Covenant, if you offer, I think it's when you use the Basilisk Eyes. I never did it. I came across it when I was playing offline. Okay, so Nito's clan Covenant is all about fucking over people until they beat the boss to that current area they're in. So it's gonna double the enemies, double... Oh, actually, it's not double the enemies. Double the health. It's double the enemies until you beat the boss. And they respawn until you kill the boss. It is stupid annoying. Because not everybody is good at Dark Souls. Not everybody can actually do a thing. That's all I can do, yeah. And you want to know the reason why I say it's stupid annoying? Because the red ones hit harder. So if you're not skilled, I pity you for playing remastered for that specific fat dude I need to talk to. But
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello, but I also want you to know
sorry.
that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you. Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Like I said, I pity the ones who play Remastered
Now
when they
let
do
me
it
share
offline,
my miracles.
because the
Only
Nito clan
their
actually
ultimate
does screw you
effectiveness
over
will be
hard, and I hate
determined
it.
by your efforts and your faith.
So I established that when I was playing Remastered, because I was finishing up some stuff, right? I was just grinding a little bit before I go take on, I think it was Gwyn that was the last on, or I think it was, the Four Kings. I don't remember which one the two anymore. And somebody decided to do this, because I know I had no bosses left in the DLC area, but somebody did the Eye of Basilisk thing to some poor to some poor bastard, because I saw red enemies on my side. Alright? And yes, I said my side. And I already mentioned I had no bosses. The red enemies affect everybody in that area. Not just you as the person who has to kill that boss. So I felt bad for whoever had to deal with Artorias or Manus. I literally felt bad for them because they had to beat one of the two. So whoever did that was a dick. I'll be honest with that one. So I don't like messing around with the Nito Covenant for good reasons. So if you don't ever want to deal with that, even in offline mode, you could just get prepared to die off of somebody later in the future, or if you have a friend that's willing to let you play their copy, you're lucky. I would just point that out. It was just so fucking stupid, but I felt bad overall because Artorias
Come
is
again. The effectiveness
legit
of
the
the
hardest boss in Dark Souls 1. Oh yeah, and they either had to beat Calamy. That was the other thing too. Because Black Dragon Calamy is the other harder boss to deal with. So, watching somebody, whoever did that to that poor person, I am so sorry you had to deal with it. I know I'm laughing at it because I had to experience the enemies on my end. Because let me relook up what that was. Because holy shit, whoever did that was an asshole. The Nito's Covenant is just one of those covenants you don't want to fuck with. Because if I remember correctly, they can betray you when you summon. And I mean, they can betray you if you summon the actual player. I don't remember much with that covenant, okay? I just remember how fucked up it was to see I only remember how fucked up it was to see red enemies in a DLC area that was just stupid hard to deal with already. Let me pull it up. Don't worry, I'm not doing it off there. I'm doing it off my phone, so... Gravelord's Servant Covenant, that's what it was. So if you had Eye of Death affects everybody, including offline people. Alright? It gives you Black Phantoms, and I think they redid that because I experienced the Phantoms off a non-New Game Plus. Because I wasn't in the DLC area during New Game Plus. Or it might have been. I don't remember. I know this happened years ago. I think I still have the screenshot as well. I just remember it fucked a lot of people over, whoever was in that area. Stupid ads. It's also a PvP covenant too. But it's just so fucked up just doing Eye of Death in the DLC area where you have to beat either Artorias, Manus, Father of the Abyss, or Black Dragon Calamity, and you can't do anything about it. It was so stupid to see. I do not miss seeing that one bit. It's probably here. But if you don't want to experience something like that, then yes, Prepare to Die is probably something you would want. If you want to experience that hard mode, get Remastered, it's fine. Nobody they already officially disabled servers for this anyway. Well, for Prepare to Die. Gotta get him more near me. Like I said, it's just funny and depressing seeing people having to deal with it. I know I got a guy up top. Ow! Okay, I gotta get rid of the thrower. But yeah. You want to witness somebody being a dick to you, you can witness somebody for Masters. Oh, he killed himself too. But yeah, I'm okay with having to play this one now since I won't be able to get Remastered going for my bullshit. It's alright. And also too, like, this was before like weapons could be existed too. So let's try to get rid of. I really wish I had arrows. Make dealing with this guy easier. I do hate the rats for sure in this one. But if I had to pick which rat version I hate the most, gotta give it up to Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is where it's at with the one where they screw over the rats. Because in Dark Souls 2, you're not only dealing with poison from them, you're also dealing with petrification. Yeah. That was a thing that existed. Then again, Dark Souls 2 is hard, in my opinion. Maybe Rage the most. There's also a glitch you can exploit right here too. Just want to point that out. I forgot how to do it, but you can actually glitch right up somewhere here to do to actually try to kill Capra Demon a little bit easier too. I don't remember how to do it, I just remember seeing it was still a thing. because that doesn't mean bleed won't still trigger. I don't remember if there was anything in here. I doubt there was something in here. I know you can get in there too, I just don't remember how. But yeah, this is by far one of the fun things I've ever played. I'm glad I got a second chance to. Oh, hi, I forgot about you existed. I almost got stuck. Shit. Let me check one more thing, because that is something I need to do, and I'll call it in a little bit. I don't remember if they can bleed. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, there's a Black Knight here that is aggressive as shit. And they are quite annoying to deal with. However, our Great Knight. The hell? Oh. Oh, okay, that's why I'm like confused, because they have it labeled as something else. Can you guys get bled? Is what I need to remember. Because the Black Knights on here, the ones that you come across in the wild, are actually mini bosses. That's why. I don't remember if they can bleed. However, if you get the sword on the first drop, you're good to go. They have a high resistance. Okay, that's all I need to know. Okay. I only need to look it up because I only look up enemy resistance stuff for good reasons, because it's one of those like. Hell, you're pulling me out of that. I do still remember when I was playing Remastered, I had an enemy casually close the door on me just so he could try to murder me. It was funny to see. Who's that? It was funny. I'm sad like they got rid of you closing the doors in Dark Souls. It was by far one of the best things to do because it helps you loot the aggro. We don't need a shield, so I'm gonna get these because I need the merchant. That's why. Get behind. There. Okay, just butt stab your friend. What are you gonna do? It's one of my strats, and I know it gives me a headache too. I don't know if it's maybe now. I don't know until they finally swing at me. Come on, I know you're behind the box. Come on. And now you get butt stabbed. Talk to. I don't remember. Can I get a bow?
Well, now, you seem to have your... Then you are.
I don't care what you have to say, sir. I just want to see if you got a bow. You have a bow for 1,000.
Go and...
Shut up. I'm gonna make it easier. Okay, so that's all I have there. I know normally I save these, but I'm impatient, and it's not hard to farm souls.
I hope...
I say that, and I remember I have a fucking character that's needing like almost 1 million souls on Dark Souls 3 on the Xbox version. 67 for now. Or was this the cheaper one? Those were the cheaper ones. That's fine. Standard is
Thank
still
you,
better
kind.
than nothing. However, we're gonna circle back to this guy here too. The sensitivity's a bit high too. That's alright. That's fine. Alright, first one's up. How many bombs do I have? Well, I failed that miserably. It's okay. Bombs are not that hard to farm. Alright, so I just gotta not rush it. But I enjoyed playing this. It's just 3 will always be my favorite because it was my first. And I'll never forget that. Alright, so the glitch is like somewhere around, and I don't remember where exactly. Just yet. And oh no, I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right. I'm just being stupid. Don't question me. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm being dumb. That works. I forgot throwing knives are actually pretty good in this. Get the butt stabbed. You're gonna get butt stabbed. Never mind, you're just gonna get slashed up. That's fine. I sometimes fail at backstab. It's alright. Not everybody's perfect at backstabbing this. Alright, so it's right here is where I needed. Rude. That's fine, that's fine. I know I should heal, but it's whatever. I don't remember how many pop up. I know I should be using the bow, but the bow's not gonna hit them. I know this from experience. I just gotta be cautious. I know blocks bad ones too, that's the funnier part. I think I got them all. Double checking. Alright, yeah, I did because that's Undead Bird right down below me. Or not Undead Bird, no, yeah, that is Undead Bird. I need to get that. I don't remember a lot of the stuff here. Gotta save my humanity. Alrighty. Let's see about trying to get that item right here. There's a way to do it and I don't remember. Really do not remember it. Oh, it's right here, that's why. I'm going off on memory. That's all we're doing today. Even if I die on this game so many times, you know, as long as people are getting a good kick out of my retardedness, that's all that matters, right? I never said I was smart when it comes to these games. I never said I was a pro at these games. Okay, so this is where the glitch happens, if you're able to do it just right. But yeah. We'll buy arrows, and then I'll stop from right here, because it's already late. I forgot how to jump, and then I accidentally jumped. Shit. Give me your standard arrows.
Thank you.
If you kill him, you get a sword. I don't feel like killing a merchant right now. He's valuable later on for me. Refresh the enemies and then call it here. It's already late, so I'm gonna end. You know what? Fine. You know what? How about we just do it this way? Is it still gonna move it? Yeah, it is. Okay. We're gonna call it from right here. So thank you all for tuning in. And thank you to... I don't know how to pronounce your name right, but thank you, Mithras, for the follow. Hold on, I gotta pull up this up correctly. I appreciate you guys for joining. And I'll try my best to stream this weekend again, assuming like there's no night audit stuff with my boyfriend. But I'll try my best to actually stream on time instead of late like I have been doing right now. So thank you guys once again. I had fun, even though yes, I'm terrible at these type of games, but I hope you guys had fun. See you all in the next stream. Bye.